What's going on, fans and viewers? It's the TheAireaidLord. Today is my typical gaming update. Today's date is October 14th, 2012, and we're going to be getting this underway. A lot of odds and ends in the past week, and some tiring things for me, especially. So let's get into it. Basically, if you want a recap of last week, there weren't too many things that went on. As I said, a lot of odds and ends, and what I mean is I didn't have really a set schedule where I was putting out content every single day. It was really more of a, how about I play it by day and see where I get. And having done that, I've kind of noticed some things on my channel, which I'll talk about a little bit later on in the update. But it's some things I've talked about before. But basically, what I tried to do last week is I tried to space out the footage that I took enough so that I could give people enough time to watch my content. So last Monday, I beat Resident Evil 6 with Corochado. That was Columbus Day, actually. That Columbus Day, that Monday that most people in America have off. I beat Resident Evil 6. We beat Leon, Chris, and Jake's campaigns for that game. It's kind of funny. A lot of people did not like the playthrough in particular. It was kind of funny. People were being very negative towards the playthrough, saying they don't want me to play it anymore and they want me to move on to other games. Which is weird because I don't know if it's because of the controversy, because as you know, this game, Resident Evil 6, received a lot of controversial reviews, and maybe that's why people don't really want me to play it and they don't have such high opinions of the game. I'm not quite sure what the reasoning is, but I'm thinking that might be one of the reasons why. But yeah, I beat the 3 main campaigns, and as you know, if you beat those 3 campaigns, you unlock the final secret one, which is Ada Wong's, and they just actually announced, I looked this up, they announced that there is going to be a co-op aspect to Ada Wong's campaign. Originally, Ada Wong's campaign was single player. Now they're throwing in an update to the game that makes it a co-op experience. I don't think anyone knows who Ada Wong's co-op partner is going to be, because most of the game, if you play the main 3 campaigns, you know that she is basically soloing it for most of the game. So it's going to be interesting to see what Capcom puts in as that character. And obviously I'll want to do it with Corochado at some point. I don't know if we're going to do it this week, because this week is kind of hectic. Mostly with things going on in my schedule, not necessarily the games, but Corochado did express his desire to do Ada Wong's campaign. I personally, it's not really on my, it's not really a high priority in terms of games, because, again, a lot of my fans didn't like the Resident Evil playthrough. I don't know if it was because of me or if it was because of the controversy surrounding the game. I'm not sure, but all I know is that the 3 campaign, when I did Jake, Chris, and Leon's campaigns, and when I uploaded those 3 videos of the Mercenaries footage, people were just telling me that they weren't interested in the game. So I still, I haven't technically beat the game. I still have to do Ada Wong's campaign, which, again, it's pretty much going to be her perspective of the entire story. And we already know what happens, because, not to spoil anything, but when you're playing the game, you run into Ada Wong, whoever you are, whether it's Chris, Leon, or Jake, you do run into Ada Wong numerous times. Sometimes she helps you, sometimes she hinders you, but she's in the campaign for almost the entire time, and you see her and you know her presence at where it is. So it's not really like it's a mystery as to what she's doing. So that might be a reason for me not to do it, but again, Corochado messaged me and said that he wanted to do it. I wasn't expecting it, because we uploaded a shit ton of videos of the 3 main campaigns of Resident Evil 6. I wasn't thinking that he wanted to do more, but that'll be coming at some point. If you're interested in that, just let me know. I can get an idea of what people want. If people don't want it, then I won't do it, but if they do, then I'll do it. So that was that, and then I don't think Tuesday was my gaming update for last week, and then Wednesday I played the Medal of Honor Warfighter beta, and I did that with Top Dog, which those videos in particular people thought were kind of funny because Top Dog was getting quite angry because he couldn't win and defuse the bomb and stuff like that. He gets very competitive whenever he plays a game, so I just think that that type of footage appealed to people, and it was kind of different from a lot of the things I've been doing lately. So I have 4 videos of that out on my channel. I really should put some of the stuff in a playlist so people can see it. I will do that for Resident Evil 6, the Medal of Honor thing, and also the New York Comic Con thing, which I'll talk about right now, actually. Let's see. Well, yeah, I did go to New York Comic Con yesterday, which was Saturday. I only went for one day. I only went for Saturday. I got the single day pass, as I mentioned a whole bunch of times. It was funny. Some people were asking, they're like, "Oh, you only went for one day?" I'm like, "Yeah, I said it a whole bunch of times in my gaming update. Yeah, I only went Saturday." I mean, honestly, I filmed all of the gaming stuff that I wanted to just Saturday. I mean, think about it. New York Comic Con is a con. It has gaming stuff, but it's not geared towards gamers. It's geared towards cosplayers and people who are into anime. Thus, there were lots of panels, and there were lots of anime-related things at the event, okay? I mean, the event's going on right now. It's Sunday right now, midday, and I'm sure it's 4 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There was no way I was going to go that many days, but I did go Saturday just to get footage of some of the games. A lot of people were disappointed because some of my friends didn't go, including Phil and John. I had nothing to do with that, though that's their schedule, and they had stuff going on that was occupying them, so, you know, and they kind of had a similar taste to me because the convention did kind of review things that are kind of immediate, like you had gameplay of Halo 4, Assassin's Creed 3, games that are coming out within the next couple of weeks that it doesn't really matter if you get it on footage anyway. Not much long-term stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, I believe last year's New York Comic Con had Prototype 2, which wasn't coming out until April, so that was a long-term game they had. But yeah, I mean, nonetheless, New York Comic Con was still an interesting excursion. It always is. And I think I have 15 or 16 videos of it uploaded, and I will be putting that in a playlist. So I would highly suggest watching the footage. I got to do a lot of things that people were asking me to do, such as I got to use the Wii U. I remember receiving a fan mail question about that a week or two ago when I did the Xbox 360 mail for September. Somebody asked what were my opinions on the Wii U, and I basically just put it in perspective on all of the things that I had seen across the internet. I had never actually used the device, so going to New York Comic Con I was able to use it, and in a video I actually play a game using like the big freaking gamepad with the big screen. I used that, and I actually talked to a guy / interview one of the representatives from Nintendo, asking him how this system would appeal to a gamer like myself who has a 360 and a PS3, who has a Wii, but I don't use it because there's no purpose, there's no games that come out for it that ever appeal to me, and it just sits there collecting dust. So I asked him how the Wii U was going to change that, and what it was going to offer that wasn't the same as its Wii counterpart. So, that was basically that. Saturday, I think it was successful. I did get a lot of good footage from a New York Comic Con, and it's all up. It's all up. I did some things such as going to like Times Square, which I used to end the footage. I got to play Halo 4 after waiting in line for like 2 hours, which was ridiculous. And I got to meet Frank O'Connor. I actually shook his hand. That was off camera, but it was pretty funny. I got to meet the guy who created Master Chief. So, you know, if someone's into Halo, I guess that's like your dream or something. So yeah, New York Comic Con was pretty good. Again, I really wish I would have had Machinima's access through this event because I would have been a VIP member. And VIP members get to go in line for things first. They get to see the stuff. They get to avoid all the crazy fucking amounts of people. I have to say, they let way too many people into New York Comic Con. It's insane trying to walk properly without crashing into 400 freaking freakazoids wearing all sorts of weird costumes. It's nuts. And I really think for next year's admission to New York Comic Con, they need to scale down on the event and really consider how many people they're going to take. They took way too many people, and I know closing it off to a certain number of people doesn't allow a lot of people to get tickets, but you have to consider that if you're going to have such a large event with so many people going. It's too much. It's way, way, way too much. So overall, I like the event. I got some cool, I didn't get some acquisitions, but unlike last year, I didn't get enough acquisitions for me to actually make an acquisitions video. Like, I got a shirt from my friend John. He makes these shirts for some logo that he has on YouTube. I bought that shirt. I got like a free promotional Halo 4 poster. And other than that, that was pretty much it. Like, I really didn't go out of my way to buy things at this convention like I did last year. I felt more inclined to last year because I was in the artist alley so much looking for my friends. So this year I was focused on getting footage of the games because none of my friends were really at this event except John Harrington. He was actually crammed in the corner with his candles, and I said hi to him real quick. So that was New York Comic Con. It was fun. It was yesterday, which was Saturday. But it was also a very long excursion because it involves a lot of walking around New York City. And because I don't live close to New York City, I actually had to get a hotel room, stay the night, and then come back for Sunday. So that's basically where we're at right now. Right now, it's Sunday, probably, what time is it? 2 o'clock right now. And what I'm going to do for the rest of the afternoon, I am going to play Dishonored for the rest of the afternoon and do as much footage as I possibly can for the game. If you recall, last Friday, before I actually packed up and went to Comic-Con, I played Dishonored. I started playing it. I uploaded 3 videos of Dishonored. They're on my channel right now. And the 3 videos, I think I get to the point where I meet Sam, that guy Sam who like breaks you out of prison. That's where I'm up. I think that's the point I'm up to. I'm up to the point where you meet Sam at the docks, and I basically just saved it at that point and quit off. And the reason I didn't take more Dishonored footage, there are a couple of reasons. Number one, as part of my new stance for my channel in that emergency video I made a couple of weeks back, I kind of want to take things slow on the channel. I don't want to upload a bazillion videos like I've been doing for so long. I want to see if it resonates with some people and if more people will be in tune to watching specific parts of specific videos. But what I'm starting to see is that overall, like not just on my channel, but my friend Phil's channel and many other YouTubers, I'm starting to see an overall decline in viewership as a whole. Now, this sometimes happens. Like, there'll be points in the year, points in certain times of the month when there are just periods of absolute, just like, no viewers, just complete void blanketness of any participation in anyone's videos. And I've seen this. It's not just on my videos. Like, yeah, my videos don't get as many views as they used to, but I'm seeing other people's videos, some of my friends and some people I don't even know on YouTube who I'm just researching, who seem to be getting way less views than they used to. And I don't know if it's because people that they have things going on in their schedules nowadays. Maybe people don't have time to watch videos as much as they did a year ago. Things could change. A lot of things could change in a year. I don't know what the case is, but it does. I said this in my emergency video, but it does worry me, because a lot of cool games are coming up, such as Halo 4 and Assassin's Creed 3. Games that I really, really enjoyed, series that I've stayed with even before I started YouTube, and they're all series that I can't wait to share with you guys on my channel. And I would hate for the participation to be really low for those videos after putting all of that time into it. So, I'm not sure, I mean, there's really not much a lot of my fans can do about it, but I basically have to figure out a way for me to get more active participation in the channel. So one of the ways I did it, or I'm trying to do it, is by putting out small snippets of videos so people can take their time watching the uploads. Now, I tried that with Dishonored last week, and it went okay, but again, I'm starting to see the same fall off of views. And again, don't misunderstand when I say this. I'm not complaining about me not getting views. I know there are some people on YouTube who get way less views than I do and struggle more than I do. And I should be very happy to have what I have on my channel right now. But just considering the course that I've been at for the past couple of days, even past, I really, ever since I started, I'm going to say this, ever since I started playing Resident Evil 6, and actually pretty much ever since I ended my Borderlands 2 playthrough, ever since I ended that playthrough, I felt like there's been a falling off in my viewership. I don't know why. Maybe it's because there was a lot of hate surrounding the Borderlands 2 playthrough, but those are just my feelings on it, just as an addition to the emergency video that I made 2 weeks ago, and just to be honest with my viewers, as I always try to do. Okay, so today, once I'm finished making this video, I am going to play more Dishonored, and that footage, I'm not uploading it today because I had to upload like the other half of the Comic-Con videos because the internet at the hotel didn't upload them very well. So I had to upload the other half today when I got home, and I'm probably going to upload this video at the end of the day, at the end of Sunday. Okay, so there are a couple of things coming up this week, other than the fact that I'm doing Dishonored. So Monday, I am going to upload the footage that I take today of Dishonored. I am going to upload that footage Monday so people can see it, and I have some content out for Monday. Tuesday, there's actually something new coming out, which is a Borderlands 2 DLC, and I'm really interested and excited to be doing this because Borderlands 2 so far pretty much is one of my favorite games of the year. I know I've played other good games like Max Payne 3 and Mass Effect 3, but in particular, Borderlands 2 is just a game that I've really gotten pretty much, you know, I'm into it. Like, I really feel like it's a game I want to continue playing. I'm constantly going back to it, and when I do that with a game, I feel like that's where, you know, my success comes in. And that particular notion. So the first DLC comes out, I don't know what it's called, but it has to do with pirates. It's something about, like, pirates capturing someone, or pirates doing something, and you have to kill the pirates, or do something related to pirates in the game. And there's new vehicles and new weapons and new maps and stuff for the DLC. So it's going to be cool. I don't know how long it is, and again, I say that because my schedule is kind of up in the air this week. Monday I'm busy, and that's why I'm reserving this Dishonored footage for Monday. So pretty much Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, I have things going on that are going to hinder me playing any games. Tuesday, I'm hoping that I can play the Borderlands 2 DLC with my friends Phil and John, because as you recall, I did the entire main game of Borderlands 2 with those guys, because Borderlands 2 is a co-op game where people can drop in and drop out, and we did the whole game together a couple of weeks ago, and we're looking to do the same thing for the DLC. I'm not sure when Phil wants to do it. I'm probably going to have to talk to him tonight on the phone and figure out a course of action for the Borderlands 2 DLC. I'm hoping that we'll be able to do it either Tuesday or Friday, okay? Friday because Friday I always have time really to play games, but Tuesday because that's when the DLC comes out. It would make more sense to play it on release day. And I actually already bought the season pass for Borderlands 2, so it's not like I have to spend extra. I already got that $30 pass, which gives me access to the 4 main DLCs that are coming out between now and June 2013, which is according to Gearbox Studios. But I'm still excited to play the game, and I'm hoping we can do it on Tuesday. If not, then we'll have to postpone it for Friday because there's really no other day I can play it. Or perhaps they want to save it for Saturday, because I'm not entirely sure if John wants to go over Phil's house to play it so he's live and in person, or if he just wants to do it over Xbox Live. Because when we played the main game, he ended up going over Phil's house and playing it live with him that Tuesday. But for the other days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, he ended up... what did he do? He ended up... He stayed at his house. He didn't end up going over Phil's house. He played it over Xbox Live just like I had been doing. So, I'm not sure what's going to be happening with the Borderlands 2 playthrough. I am going to talk to Phil tonight about it, but it will be coming sometime this week, either Tuesday night or Friday night, okay? Now, in between those days, Wednesday and Thursday, I will try to upload some more Dishonored footage throughout the week and see how far I get into the game. I heard the game isn't incredibly long. Like, I was thinking this game was going to be like an RPG, like really, really long, but it doesn't seem to be that long. It seems to be like half the length of like Fallout or something like that. So, I'm going to play more of the game today, and maybe I'll try to play more during the week if I have time. Like Wednesday, if I have some time, I might play like 30 minutes to an hour of Dishonored and put the footage out. Not sure. I have to see how my schedule goes for the rest of the week, and then we can plot a course of action for that footage. Okay? And I don't know. I asked my friend Korochado when he wanted to do this, but as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, he wanted to do Ada Wong's campaign co-op at some point this week, because Tuesday they are putting the update out for Resident Evil 6, so you can play Ada Wong's campaign co-op. And since we haven't done it yet, we are going to try to do a co-op. I really don't think it's going to be this week. Worst comes to worst, it's probably going to have to be Saturday or Sunday we do the co-op for that game. And I can finally say sayonara to Resident Evil 6. I can get it off my chest. I mean, I know, again, as I said at the beginning of the video, I know people have been leaving lots of, uneasy comments surrounding Resident Evil 6, but I don't think the game is as bad as people are making it out to be. I think it's a good game. I do think it has flaws in certain spots, but I think for the most part it's a decent release. And I'll review it once I beat Ada Wong's campaign, but I can't do that till I beat her campaign. So, okay, that is pretty much it. I'm hoping that I didn't forget anything. I think that's it. So I can leave you with this video Sunday night, and it'll stay up until sometime Monday afternoon when I start uploading more Dishonored footage. So, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank God there aren't any games coming out next week. I'm sure there are, but they're not games that I'm interested in, because if they were, I would have heard about them by now and I would have looked them up. So, again, I'm going off my own schedule here. I don't play all the major games. I only play games I want to play if they're new games that come out. Dishonored happens to be one of them. So I am going to catch up on that game and try to get as much footage done as possible. So, I will see you later. Thank you for watching the gaming update as always. And I will be updating you about Borderlands 2 DLC when I have more info from my friends as to when we're doing it. So, alright, and if you're trying to catch up on some of the footage, maybe it's near Comic-Con, Resident Evil, or the first 3 videos of Dishonored, don't feel rushed. You can watch that at any point. It'll never go away. I'll put it in a playlist on my main channel page, so it's all easier to find, okay? And as always, keep posting comments and keep telling me how I'm doing, like a performance rating on basically how I'm doing on the channel, because I always try to upload content that people want so I can satisfy them, and so my views show it. That's basically the whole shebang. So, I'm the TheAireaidLord. Thanks for watching. See you later.